Hi guys, Artiar here. So in today's video, I'll be showcasing 3 different Inferno bosses, which is Terrormaton, Doki Doki, and Aurora, and all of them are cleared under 1 minute with a 100% win rate. Probably 99% or 98% depends on a little bit of RNG, like dispelling the immunity. But once you actually dispel the immunity, everything is a 100% win rate. Okay, so if you want to count in like the field chance of dispelling the immunity, then probably like 95% win rate if you really want to min-maxing stuff. So if you're looking for fast and reliable teams to speed up your farming, especially the double drop rate left like a few like 1 day for us, then this will give you some solid strategy to actually work with. Now let's jump in right into it. So for Terrormaton here, I already posted the previous one, which is I'm using my fungus dating as my speed run, but I noticed that I did not actually post my gear. Okay, so I'm going to showcase one more time here, and then I will showcase all my module here as well, and then after that we're going through into Doki Doki and then Aurora. Okay, focus on the middle boss. Alright, Holden here will dispel the immunity. Alright, then they will take some action, which is fine. If you can make your Dina slower than the boss, then your debuff duration is 1 turn longer. Then you want Fungus to keep on assisting more, to apply more DOT and also more damage to the boss as well. Then Count here apply damage and also debuff. Then Dating here do damage to the boss. Then Holden, turn meter down, and then Fungus will follow up some damage to the boss. Valerian will rebubble. Then Dina do some damage. Then we can see if Fungus actually follow up damage. If Fungus follow up damage, then we'll kill it faster. Overall, this team here, if you are fast enough, it will be around like 30 seconds to 38 seconds. Sometimes it's slower a bit, then it will be 42 seconds. But overall, it's still below 1 minute. So overall, it's still going to be a very fast team comp for Terrormaton. Then in terms of gear wise, Holder is your fastest. You don't have to be this fast as long as you're actually faster than the boss and also the hand. It will do. You don't have to be this fast, just that I have higher module now, so I might as well go for it. And then this is my gear, going for Swift Rush, Time Wolf, and Swift Smite. Basically, you want to focus on speed and a little bit of crit rate. Then effect accuracy to dispel the immunity from the boss. Then a shell here, this is my Jackal Guard I'm going for. Mainly focus on speed. You can see the main stat isn't really suitable for Holden as well. Mainly just focus on speed because his biggest job here is to dispel the immunity. Okay, then the next one after Holden, it will be Dina. So Dina here is the one that apply the debuff. So Dina 113, the higher chance to apply the erosion debuff. Module wise, mainly focus on effect accuracy, Swift Rush, Time Wolf, and Swift Smite. Same as Holden, just make as fast as possible with high effect accuracy. So with my 1 plus 165 speed here is enough to outspeed the boss, the middle boss, but you don't really need to outspeed the middle boss because after the boss take the action, you apply debuff, is still working. Same thing. Then the shell here is going for Jackal Guard, mainly focus on speed will do. Then after Dina here will be Fungus or either Dating, depends on who you want to take the action first. I prefer Fungus first to apply more damage and also debuff. In terms of skill up wise, it's 555. Everything here is max. Mainly is for the assist chance. And then the S1 DPS, that S3 here is to do a little bit more DPS. If you the S3 doesn't need to be max, just that if you have it max, then just go ahead. Okay, then module wise, just focus on onslaught, momentum, and furrow age. Mainly focus on DPS, so you can see decent amount of crit rate with with the elemental advantage. You have like around 86% chance of critting on the boss. Then very high crit damage and decent attacks. So mainly just focus on crit damage. You can see here crit damage, and crit damage. I don't even go with crit rate stats. Okay, then for the shell here is going for count. If you can even build like count with crit rate here, but I'm really too lazy to re-roll the passive here, so I just get the speed. I'm just going to use for the speed. Then this is the stat for the count. Then after that will be Dating. So Dating here is mainly focused on high crit rate, crit damage, and decent amount of attack. Full skill up. If you can even change Dating into Lilium if you really want. Then the module here is going for Harvest, Keen Eye, and Furrow Age to maximize the DPS output to trigger the Harvest ignore defense. And then mainly focus on crit rate. So you can see crit damage, crit rate, because if you actually apply the passive to the boss, then you actually convert the additional damage into crit damage. But in the video, you did notice that the dealing damage, while dealing damage on the boss, it actually did not trigger the passive to the boss. There's a little bit of RNG there to make the boss do the lowest damage. If you want, you can actually make dealing take the turn first faster than the fungus. Then the shell here is going for White Fang and attack percentage, crit rate, and final damage deal. This is for my dealing. Then Valorant here is just the typical Valorant build, just mainly focus on HP will do because it's just some emergency sustain, and also mainly for applying the buff for the whole team. Then this is my the gear, and then the shell. Alright, this is my team for Terrormaton. Usually is around like 30 seconds to 43 seconds or probably 50 seconds, depends on the luck. But overall is below than 1 minute. Then the next one is going to be Doki Doki. So for my case, my Doki Doki is not 1 minute below. Alright, it's not 1 minute below, but later on I'll show you another showcase by my union mate that he actually make it to 1 minute below. I'm using Lily here because I didn't tune my Doki Doki team because I think it's fast enough, so I'm too lazy to change my team into Lilyless. But later I'm going to showcase another team that is for Doki Doki and doesn't have any Lily. Alright, now let's take a look. Alright, Kazuya here will be sleeping them. Okay, Codex of Magic, apply S3, AoE sleep them. Lily here will Terrormaton push Yelly, and Yelly will cast AoE damage and chip their HP down, and also apply defend down. Then after that, we'll wait for Remoka to take a turn, and Remoka will one-shot them with the S3. Boom. Okay, then this wheel is Clave, and then we go to wave 2. We'll wait for Kazuya here to cast another S3, AoE sleep them, and then Lily here CD reset Yelly. Then Yelly can cast another S3 and apply AoE defend down, and also chip off most of their HP. S3 do a lot of damage. Then we wait for Remoka to take a turn. Okay, they'll take the action first. If you can, you make Remoka slightly faster, then you can actually remove all these like waiting time. Then Remoka S3, S3 clear, and then left the last mob. So this is not like the perfect tune. If you have everything perfect tune, Remoka should actually one-shot the whole team, and then you should save the time here. Alright, so mine is around like 1 minute 3 seconds. If you tune it even better, it should be around like 40 seconds for my team here. So let me show you my team module first. If you can build this team, or you can go try out the other team I'm going to showcase later. In terms of Lily here, mainly focus on speed tune for 158, and then the shell here is going for Jacko Guard. Alright, you can see some random pieces here. It's just for speed tuning. Okay, speed tuning. Alright, then the other one, your fastest is actually Kazuya here. So my Kazuya is built with 164, is enough to outspeed the enemy, and then mainly focus on effect accuracy. You want Kazuya to, if you want to be consistent, then Kazuya have to land the sleep. So high effect accuracy is needed. Then S3 here have to be max. Then my S2 didn't scale up. S1 here is for PvP, so you don't have to care about it. But I did scale up the S1 here to get the additional speed. Then the shell here is going for Codex of Magic to let Kazuya to able to spam the S3 twice, so you can actually wave 1 spam and then go to wave 2 and spam one more time. So after Kazuya is going to be Lily, right? Then after Lily, it will Terrormaton push Yelly. Then my Yelly here is doing as a sub DPS role and also defense breaker. Then this my Yelly is a 455 Yelly. Module wise, oh, I'm missing one module. Right, never mind. I think I need to update my gear. Like my Yelly here is missing one gear. Okay, never mind. Basically, you just want to focus on DPS, high crit, and a little bit of effect accuracy to land a defense break. Because Yelly actually have a very high chance to apply the defend down, 50% chance, and you have 3 hits. So usually you land the defense break, but mostly your Yelly here is just to trigger the revelation. So the revelation here can chip down most of the enemy HP. Then after you chip down the HP, then you leave the rest for Remoka to actually do the damage. Then for Remoka here is Foray and Keen Eye. It's not even the Inferno module because my count here, I didn't update it. I didn't update into like the Foray H1, so the Remoka gear I'm using currently is not even like the best gear to min-maxing the speed. So definitely you can do even better compared to my Doki Doki team here. Then Remoka 100% crit rate, if you can, just make if you want to min maxing, then just go for 85% crit rate, high crit damage and decent attack. Most importantly, is S3 here have to be max for the splash damage. Module wise, going for Foray and Keen Eye. If you can, go for Foray, Keen Eye, and Foray Edge, or you want Foray, Momentum, Foray Edge also works. Okay, but you want consistent wise, I prefer Keen Eye because it gives you a consistent 25% instead of Momentum needs the debuff stack on the enemy. Okay, so this is my Remoka, and the shell here is going for count. Okay, as you can see, my count here isn't the best count as well. The count here I'm using is previously when I able to grind Inferno Doki Doki. I've been using the same count until now, since, like, you know, the thing, if the team works, then don't touch it. So I did not touch my Doki Doki team at all, since it already worked nicely. Therefore, Valerian is the same thing as the Terrormaton gear, mainly focused on HP, and it will do, because Valerian here is just providing you the buff and shield, and if you need it, then the emergency cheat death. But depends, if your team actually goes smoothly like mine just now, it should actually one-shot the wave. Okay, so another Doki Doki run showcase that is a faster speed run than mine, and not even using Lily, it will be this team comp. So he's using Kazuyo, he's using Remoka, he's using Claus, number 41, and also Dorothy. So Dorothy and number 41 here is for number 41 is for Terrormaton pushing, Kazuyo is for control, Claus here is for debuff, and Dorothy here you can see it's only 3-star. It's a 3-star Dorothy, is for the crit damage buff. So with this team here, you can get almost every single buff you need for aggressive type. So crit damage and then attack from number 41, then debuff from Claus, then Remoka with the count to damage them. Okay, now let's take a look. Alright, Claus here with Codex S3, apply the debuff to them. Then number 41 here to Terrormaton push them and apply attack up. Then Kazuyo will control them. Then Dorothy here will apply the buff to increase crit damage. Then Remoka here with the count to increase the attack. S3 one-shot the whole wave. Then for the wave 2 here, Claus here will apply the debuff again because of Codex of Magic. Then number 41 will trigger another Terrormaton push and attack up because of Codex of Magic. Same for Kazuyo, is also Codex of Magic. Then Dorothy Terrormaton push Remoka, and Remoka one-shot the whole wave. Very fast, 38 seconds only. Okay, it's almost going to be 100% win rate as well, as long as you land the debuff will do. If you land the CC unit from Kazuyo, that it will be this smooth. If you didn't land the CC, it will take longer time, but you will still win. Okay, the first one is gonna be Claus. So Claus here with a 168 speed, high effect accuracy, and no skill up at all. 111. And then the module is Swift Rush and Swift Rate, mainly focused on the speed. The attack here doesn't matter. You want to land the debuff. Okay, then it's going for Codex of Magic. Alright, then we take a look at the next one. Okay, it's running with Codex of Magic, mainly focused on the speed. Then for Remoka here, it's mainly for the DPS. So 55% crit rate here, and then you have the buff from Dorothy, and then you have the elemental advantage will make into 100% crit rate. And then because you can lower down your crit rate, then you can mainly focus on the crit damage. Then for the skill up here, is mainly for the S3 to splash damage them. Then for the module, it's going for Momentum and Foray Edge. Alright, Momentum, Foray Edge, and then just focus on high damage will do. So Momentum, because the Claus here will apply a lot of debuff, so your Momentum can actually maximize a lot of additional damage. Okay, then for the shell here is going for count. So count here mainly focus on damage. It's not even min-maxing the stats because it's already high enough to one-shot the whole wave. Then Kazuyo here is mainly for controlling them. Your S3 have to be max, 168 speed with high effect accuracy. Then we can take a look at the module here. Mainly focus on Swift Rush and Swift Rate is for the speed and high effect accuracy. Codex of Magic, so you can double spam the S3. Then he's using number 41 for Terrormaton pushing, and then the skill up here you can see 435, and then mainly focus on speed will do. The other stat here doesn't matter, mainly focus on speed. Module here, Swift Rush and Swift Smite, mainly focus on speed. And then going for Codex, so you can double spam the S3 Terrormaton push. Then for Dorothy here, not even the star, it's just 3-star level 35, mainly focus on the speed and no skill up at all. Okay, then we can take a look at the module. The Swift Rush and Swift Smite mainly focus on the speed. Then for the shell here, it's going for Artiar because he has Swift Rush and Swift Smite together here, and also high speed. You can switch with other gear, it doesn't matter as long as the roti is speed tuned. So this is another team that doesn't have Lily and is actually doing faster than my current team, okay, because I didn't tune my team. But for this team here, if you have, you can actually speedrun Doki Doki very easily. Then the next one is going to be Aurora. So Aurora team I did posted before as well. It's my Rosa team. I did post it as an individual video. Just that I'm going to showcase it one more time here. So this is my Rosa team. Alright, then now let's take a look. Mainly focus on the boss. The boss will take the turn first, which is fine. Then Holden or Linglord take the action will do. It doesn't matter. If Holden take the action first, then dispel first. Then if Linglord take the action first, then Linglord will heal first. Okay, Linglord AoE heal, apply the heals and remove the debuff when they take the action because of the whale prayer. Then Dina here will be the one that applies all the debuff. Tsukuyomi here will turn meter push by Rosa. Then Rosa here cast S3 Revelation will do a big amount of damage. Okay, then S1 trigger the assist. Alright, then Holden here do damage to the boss, then we assist more. Tsukuyomi here will turn meter push Rosa again, so Rosa will do more damage to the boss. Double S1, Dina here applies some damage, then Rosa S1 again. Linglord here will AoE heal, then Holden do some damage, Rosa assist again. Tsukuyomi do some damage and assist again. Alright, then the boss takes some action, AoE damage. Holden, Rosa trigger another S3 and AoE damage, and we kill the boss. So this is my Aurora clear. Sometimes it take like 1 minute 3 seconds, sometimes you can get like 50 something seconds. But later on I will also showcase another Aurora speed clear, which is with Lilium as well, from my another friend. Okay, we'll take a look at the gear. So Holden or Linglord, anyone take the action first will do. So for Holden wise, it's going for decent speed, effect accuracy and crit rate. It's the same build as I use for the Terrormaton. It's the exact same build, going for Swift Rush and Swift Smite for the speed, and Time Wolf and Swift Smite here for the effect accuracy to dispel. The main job here for Holden is to dispel. A little bit of crit rate here will be good because you want to trigger the Rosa S1 follow up damage, then you need the crit to trigger it. Then the shell here is going for Jackal Guard, mainly focus on speed. Then this is my Holden, right? Then the Linglord. Your Linglord here have to be either the first or the second one to take the action because you want to AoE heal up everyone. Then the module wise I'm going for is Swift Rush and Cure to increase the healing effect. If you can even go for Evil Guard here to increase more healing effect if your S3 is not skill up. My S3 is skill up 2 times, so my AoE heal from Linglord can actually guarantee to remove the debuff from the boss. If you can't, then you want to go for another Evil Guard here to remove the heal. The debuff from the boss. Shell here, you must go for Supernova to increase another healing effect to ensure that you can remove the debuff from the boss. So this is my Linglord. So after Holden and Linglord, then it will be Dina to apply the debuff. So for my Dina here, it's the same thing for Terrormaton, to be honest. Is decent speed, high effect accuracy, and then the module wise, Swift Rush and Swift Smite and Time Wolf is the same combination as Holden, just that you want to focus a lot more on effect accuracy, triple effect accuracy. Then for the shell here is Jackal Guard and mainly focus on speed. If you can, you get a little bit more crit rate on the sub stats is even better because Dina can crit and let Rosa trigger the S1 and do damage to the boss, so you have more damage to the boss. Then after Dina, it will be Tsukuyomi to turn meter push. So Tsukuyomi here will be skill up, alright, and to turn meter push Rosa, but you don't have to be skill up to actually do it because Rosa will take the turn as well, have turn meter as well. So you don't have to go until like level 3. I went for level 3 here is because for PvP content. Module wise, Swift Rush and Swift Smite just speed teammate to be the third unit to take the turn. A decent amount of crit rate, so you can actually trigger the Rosa assist easier. Then the shell here going for Codex of Magic because you want to double spam the S3. Then after Tsukuyomi will be Rosa, your main DPS dealer. So for my Rosa here, decent amount of crit rate, high crit damage and high attack. Then in terms of skill up is 455 because I really like Rosa a lot in terms of model and also in terms of PvE content. I really like Rosa. Then module wise going for Onslaught, Momentum and Swift Rate, to do the damage. Depends on what is your best DPS output. I prefer onslaught momentum because I want the onslaught here to trigger the revelation higher damage. I want the momentum here because the boss will get a lot of debuff, so momentum gives me the best value for PvE content. Swift rate is not the best. If you can, go for foray edge so you can get more crit damage and crit rate instead of speed. Because you have Tsukuyomi here to turn meter push Rosa, you don't have to build so high speed. Your Rosa can be like 0 speed and Tsukuyomi will turn meter push her. Then for the shell here is going for revelation. If you can, the ideal revelation will be onslaught momentum and foray edge to maximize the output. And the passive here, if you can, you go for crit damage or crit rate instead of speed, because for this speed tune here, you don't really need speed on Rosa. So these are my team for the speed run, Aurora, and now let's take a look at the other player one. Okay, so then for another Aurora speed run here is mainly for using the Lilium team, and this run showcase here is provided by Enos. So he is also currently one top 4, if not mistaken. Currently when I'm recording this video, he's top 4 for Aurora's clear time is top 4, and his team here is fully auto, not even using manual. Okay, but it requires a lot of tuning to actually fulfill that condition when you want fast, and also without manual you want fast, auto, and consistent win with all this tuning. Then you need a little bit of tuning all around. Okay, then he's going to use Ditting hand reach for the dispel and increase the DPS output. Lilium as a main DPS, then he's using Mia here to heal up the team, and using Dina to debuff the boss. Again, we can take a look at the run here. Alright, so they will take the action first, it's fine. Then will debuff us. Then Henrich here will be dispelling the boss immunity and apply the debuff. Then you do notice that they are using with Lighthouse. He's using the Lighthouse set. So when the boss damage them, they are actually able to self turn meter push them. You do notice this part. So from this turn meter push, they turn meter push by themselves to actually get a faster turn instead of waiting. So Henry here will take the action first to dispel the immunity and apply the debuff. Then Dina here will apply the rest of the other debuff like defend break, vulnerable, all this thing. Then Mia here AoE heal them to remove the debuff. The replacement for Mia here can be Ling Luo to actually remove the debuff. Okay, then they turn meter push, and then for Lilium here, we'll S3 and do a very high nuke damage and do almost half HP of it. Then Ditting here will follow up damage with count. S3, do more damage. The boss do AoE damage. Okay, then Dina die is fine. Mia die is fine. Then Lilium here will cast S2 and finish up the boss. So it's a 43-second here for clearing the Lilium here. It's very, very fast, even though the win rate is around like 80%. Depends on if Dina actually didn't land the vulnerable or the defend break or this kind of debuff, then your team will actually lose. So instead of win rate is not as high as 100%, it's a little bit risky for this speed tune. But if you are still interested in building for Lilium speed run, you can slower for like 4 seconds or 5 seconds. You can check out another video about the Lilium buff showcase. I use Aurora as a showcase. That run here is also like 40 something seconds to 50 seconds, just like slow a bit but more higher win rate or consistent, the survival rate wise. So let's take a look at the stats here. Okay, so this is the stats. This is the Dina stats he's using. Going doesn't need crit rate, decent speed, going for swift rush, time wave, and swift smite. Is going for Lighthouse here to turn meter push Dina and also increase the survival rate for them, and going for effect accuracy to land a debuff. Then for Henrich here, have to be faster than your other team here, so it's 286 speed, high effect accuracy, mainly focus on swift rush and time effect accuracy. Okay, mainly for the effect accuracy to remove the immunity from the boss. Then Mia here is to remove the heal debuff, so you're going for Supernova for a lot of heal, and also Cure set here to increase the healing effect increase the healing effect. So if you can also go for Evil Guard if you can tune the exact speed. If you don't have Mia, you can go for Ling Luo, works the same thing. Alright, then for Lilium here, mainly focus on DPS, so he's going for Foray Momentum and Foray Edge, 99% crit rate, and very high crit damage as well, and very high attack, going for Count Shell to actually maximize your DPS output to do damage to the boss. Then D thing here as a sub DPS, because after Lilium cast the S3, then D thing here will be the one that do more follow-up damage. So it's going for high crit rate, high crit damage, it's going for onslaught, momentum, forward edge, and also going for count to increase more attack stats so you can actually nuke more damage. So these are the stats for the speed clear Aurora. And that's all for the all 3 Inferno bosses cleared in under a minute with almost a 100% win rate. So hopefully this team give you some idea for your own setup and help make your farming a lot faster for current double drop rate or probably in the future double drop rate as well. Hope this video can actually help you guys out. So if you've got other quick clear comm you have been using, share them in the comment section, or if anything you want to comment about it, feel free to comment down as well. I love to check them and I always reply your comment. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.